Hi, this is Steve Sansweet, and welcome to Rancho Obi-Wan, home of the world's largest collection of Star Wars memorabilia as certified by Guinness World Records. The main entrance to Rancho Obi-Wan's internal treasures. Come on in. This is our tower of action figures in the middle here. All of the vintage action figures are here, guarded by 575 stormtroopers. These are the boys in the band, the cantina musicians, the Biff musicians. That is the original door to the Mos Eisley Cantina. The Darth Vader costume here is made up of some original pieces that were actually screen used. And the codpiece still has the costumer's tag, Berman's and Nathan's, Darth Vader. And a Bantha Pinata from a Mexico City Star Wars convention in 2004. I won't let anybody near that with a baseball bat or a lightsaber. Hun in carbonite and Boba Fett. And this is a one-of-a-kind treasure, the Empire Strikes Bike. We have a Wampa costume. This was made by the ILM Model Shop, and it's a cut-off battle droid backpack. Snow from the Wampa Cave for the Empire Strikes Back Special Edition. This was the prototype rifle of Boba Fett. Duro's hands that are still attached. Somehow I ended up with the crotch piece for a bounty hunter, and this is a used C-3PO costume hand. Heavy vinyl, very difficult. It's gotten much stiffer over the years. And a piece of the Millennium Falcon that was built for The Empire Strikes Back. And then Anthony Daniels, who plays C-3PO, walked through the scrap heap and picked up 10 different pieces and gave them names like Reverse Power Flux Coupling Cover, and put them in acrylic cases and sold them to ridiculous collectors like me. A toast to the creator, George Lucas. These are my original Star Wars figures that I first bought when they were available in 1978. I opened them all. My Darth Vader has gotten a little white in the face. Since replaced them all mint on the card. Back in the day, they were so desperate to get product out there, they took a $6 million man headset radio and turned it into the Luke Skywalker one. Got some Japanese figures down here. Slight translation error. Stormtrooper. This C-3PO metal figure fires missiles from its stomach. Now, if you were in Spain, you could get Colgate dental cream with an action figure, one of 70 different action figures. Unfortunately for Colgate, this particular one came with Bib Fortuna, the character in Star Wars with the absolutely worst teeth in the entire series. If you were in Italy, you could get an action figure with glue sticks or glue sticks with an action figure, whatever you were looking for. Ewok squeeze toys. Not sure whether these are for kids or dogs, but you'd chew the head off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. has a Darth Vader gargoyle or grotesque on one of its spires. Bootleg figures are big, and the Imperial Gunner is on the card with the most powerful weapon in the galaxy, the Death Star laser cannon. Turns out to be a calculator. Fan-made objects fill Rancho Obi-Wan. This was a gift from someone in Mexico City. They put all of Chewbacca's hair on an action figure. So this is the Louisville Slugger Jedi baseball bat and the San Francisco Giants Wookiee of the Year. Of course, you remember Luke Skywalker going to Tashi Station in his R2-D2 van. So this was a model kit. And then, of course, we have a Darth Vader van, too. Dolls from Mattel, Barbie dolls that are tricked out as Princess Leia, Darth Vader, and R2-D2. And from Robot Chicken, 3 stop-motion animation figures from all 3 of the specials. The Emperor, Obi-Wan, and Nerd Boy. A flip phone. Encased, many Wookiees died to bring you this cell phone case. The Japanese use a lot of Japanese culture with their Star Wars products, so we have R2 and C-3PO and the Cherry Blossoms. Darth Vader going fishing in Tokyo. Of course, where would I be without a Princess Leia and Padme Amidala bowling ball? There were 7 different bowling balls, and there was even a bowling league for a year and a half. Now here's a wonderful lady's shoe and a treacherous lady's shoe. Plush, never made into production. Here's Luke inside the Tauntaun. Sounds like this bantha has a little indigestion. Wait a second, there's my barrel of hazardous waste. It's the Dianoga. Go back to your trash pit. Thank goodness. Anybody want a Star Wars banana? From Japan, here is an R2-D2 Pepsi-Cola dispenser. Unfortunately, right now it has a Coke can from China in it, but and the infamous Jar Jar Binks Monster Mouth Candy Tongue. Star Wars Old El Paso soft tortillas. And then people have made figures of me and sent them to me over the years. Perhaps the strangest being Steve as Yoda. Big ears. But I am fully posable, so I guess that means something. Cream of Jawa soup, Dewback cigarettes, R2-D2 Rubik's Cube, all fan-made. Nobody's soup. R2-D4. And then we have artist-made, limited edition action figures. One of my favorite series.
Hello YouTube viewers and random Star Wars fans, and may the 4th be with you. You have to admit that the lightsaber is one of the coolest movie weapons of all time. There's just something so indescribably awesome about a laser sword that can cut through pretty much anything while retracting into its hilt when deactivated. Naturally, as a kid, I was obsessed with lightsabers and collected a plethora of toys, and as an adult collector, not much has changed. So to celebrate this day that started off as a pun but then became something much more meaningful, let's take a look back at the evolution of one of pop culture's most epic weapons. Okay, so it's story time. Everyone gather round. Come on, younglings at the front. There you go. Make some space. Fantastic. I grew up in the 1990s, an era that for the most part lacked any major Star Wars impact. The original trilogy had been re-released a few years earlier in cinemas, but I missed out on it. I did have a few cousins who were slightly older than me, and any time I went to visit them, they were always watching this weird VHS tape of a man with a giant frog on his back running around a swamp. I soon became fascinated by the epic space battles, Han and Chewie in the cockpit of the Falcon, Luke Skywalker igniting his lightsaber to face off against Darth Vader. I loved it. Flash forward to 1999 and everyone was Star Wars mad, as Episode 1 The Phantom Menace was finally on its way. You couldn't escape it. It was the talk of the playground. Trailers played on TV constantly. It was mentioned in every comic book I read. Every newspaper had the poster inside it, and special TV programs were dedicated to it. This was huge. It felt like an epic event. I know there's a lot of backlash for the prequels online these days, but back then we didn't know any better. We didn't even think it was a question of whether or not it would be good or bad. All we knew was it was Star Wars, and it was back. That summer I went on holiday with my parents to the sunny beaches of Blackpool, and there I met an American boy around my age that stayed at our hotel. He was pretty much your common nerd. Yeah, that's the one. Overexcited about pretty much everything, and he was going nuts about Star Wars in particular. One day we walked around a toy shop and I spotted a toy of the Darth Maul lightsaber. And this was a big thing from the trailer, as it was the first double-sided lightsaber we'd ever seen. I went in and bought it, while the American kid bought a latex mask of Darth Maul's head. I remember that vividly, as he then proceeded to put on his Darth Maul latex mask, grab my lightsaber, and swing it around for the entire evening. In fact, whenever it was time for him to go home, I think he was more sad about having to say goodbye to the lightsaber than he was at having to say goodbye to me. Story of my life. So long story short, that's how I got my first lightsaber, which I've managed to hold on to for all these years. This is the very same one that was swung around by that sweaty American kid all those years ago. The detail looks good on the hilt, if a little bit bulky, but it's kind of fascinating to see how rudimentary it was. Both blades extend from it, but they don't click into the body. Instead, they're held closed by these curved struts which pop out from the side of the edges by turning them. It was a flawed design, as often I would notice the thin end sections of the blade would pop out through the struts no matter how tight they were closed. The blades themselves are composed of these red tubes which have been made using very thin and flimsy plastic, so there wasn't much durability when it came to dueling with it. One big plus, however, was that it lit up. The bulbs have worn out after all these years, as well as me dropping it multiple times while trying to spin it as a kid, but the two inner red buttons slid up and down, switching on the lights for each blade individually. From what I remember, they lit up well and looked cool, especially when American nerdy kids swung it around at night. When The Phantom Menace did eventually come out, I didn't really register any of its faults. I mean, I was a kid at the time. Space politics went over my head. I was in it for the laser sword fights. One moment in particular has stuck with me all these years later. As me and my mate sat in the cinema, he leaned over to me and said, "This is so cool!" It was the scene where Qui-Gon is trying to get to Newt Gunray through the blast doors and starts melting the door with the lightsaber. That sealed the deal, and I wanted a Qui-Gon lightsaber. And I got one. But where is it? Well, I played with it a little too much, and one night while I was outside twirling it around like a lunatic, I smashed it against the bin, and seeing as the blade was made from the same material as the Darth Maul toy's blade, it shattered to bits. And in one of life's little ironies, my mom then promptly threw it into the bin I had previously smashed it against. I was devastated, but I soon had the chance to pick up a new one. And many more. Oh yes. This is the year that my lightsaber collection got a whole lot bigger. With Attack of the Clones beating everyone over the head with its marketing tactic of apologizing for all the boring stuff of the last movie by upping the spectacle and action in this one, Star Wars was in full force once more. The merchandise went into high gear. You couldn't move for it. Everything in the movie had a toy, but I wanted to see what new lightsabers were on offer, and they didn't disappoint. For basic kids' toys, these were, and for me, still remain the best lightsaber toys out there for their price. Are they the most technically advanced? Like hell they are. They offer no lights or sounds, but they featured a solid, sturdy blade construction, which meant you could bash them into each other for hours and they could take it. They also offered belt hooks that allowed them to clip to the side of your jeans, as well as a new feature, a button release for the blade with a spring-loaded catch at the bottom. There was no better feeling than grabbing it from your belt, pulling the button down as you flick your wrist, and seeing the blade extend in a flash with a satisfying swish sound. They came in multiple styles, the most common being the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan hilts. A Luke Skywalker version would soon join them, and they would introduce inaccurate but much appreciated purple and red blade variants to the sabers as well, despite not making Mace Windu or Count Dooku hilts along with them, meaning you could pick up an Obi-Wan hilt with a purple blade, a Qui-Gon with a red blade, or even a Luke Skywalker with a green blade. These were certainly the most popular lightsaber toy at my school at the time. Everyone had them, mainly because they were so cheap to buy, costing less than £10. Long-term subscribers of this channel will know of my obsession of going out every week as a teenager and buying a new Doctor Who sonic screwdriver, but before that, I was buying lightsabers in bulk. Like, seriously, imagine General Grievous levels of collecting. I even had the asthmatic cough. Yes. It got to the point that I started to modify them. Initially I began to add chrome tape to the hilts to make them look more like they did in the movies, but then full customization began, with me ripping multiple toys apart and creating my own unique hilts. They weren't anything special and I was just a kid at the time, so it was mostly layer upon layer of duct tape holding them together. This was my lightsaber, completely unique to me. I would pretend I was a Jedi in training, building my own lightsaber from scratch. I carried this thing around with me everywhere, and in keeping with trying to be unique, I of course went with the rarest colour of blade I could find, the purple one. There were electronic versions out there at the time which lit up and offered sound effects, but annoyingly the blades could fully collapse, but not fully into the handle, which I found very frustrating. That is until one day after the release of Revenge of the Sith, whenever I stumbled upon this next lightsaber. On one of my many trips uptown, I was checking out the toy aisles, you know, as you do, you know yourself, whenever I stumbled across something that made me explode. I mean, I died right there on that toy aisle. It was an Obi-Wan electronic lightsaber featuring lights, sounds, and a fully retractable blade. At long last, my prayers had been answered. I immediately bought it then and there, and the entire walk home I was joyously imagining what it would be like to open it up and see how well it performed. Well, you know what they say about expectation versus reality? Yeah, that. While it looked cool in the box, the actual toy left a lot to be desired. Sure, it did exactly what it said it would do. The blade was spring-loaded and shot out of the hilt at the press of a button, accompanied by lights and sound effects. It made the right noises when waved around and when the blade clashed with anything else. The trouble was, the hilt was so bulky. Lightsabers are cool because they're a sleek and elegant design. This was not. Even the blade extending button was this chunky section near the bottom, not the red button at the top which was just moulded on. The blade wasn't much longer than the hilt, a common problem I've had with every single lightsaber toy released. Look how long the blades are in the movies. Look at how pitiful they are on the toys by comparison. A big nitpick, I know, but it just bothers me. And it would continue to bother me as I became a YouTuber. In 2012, I reviewed the re-release of the Darth Maul lightsaber, which had come out to coincide with the 3D re-release of Episode 1. Excuse the hair, I was going through a phase. It was a decent enough toy, certainly a lot sturdier than the one I had bought back in 1999. Despite incorporating the improved button design seen on the Episode 2 lightsaber toys, my one big nitpick had remained: the stubby blades. Naturally, the internet being the internet, they understood my complaints and responded with the utmost civility. Yeah, right. Being a YouTuber who collects toys and prop replicas from both ends of the scale, I thought it would be fun to review both the kids' toy version as well as the adult collectible of the same lightsaber, and my friend at the time had just picked up the Master Replica's Force Effects version of Maul's saber and was willing to lend it to me to make a review. Excuse her, phase, move on. This was truly incredible. It was the first replica lightsaber I'd gotten my hands on, and I loved it. The way the blades lit up, how sleek its design looked, the huge attention to detail on its metallic hilt, the interactive sound effects, it all blew my mind. It could even split apart just like in the movie. However, it couldn't do one thing. As awesome as it was, the blade obviously couldn't retract into the handle, nor could it be removed, which is kind of the whole USP of a lightsaber to me. Eventually Hasbro released some Force Effects replicas which did offer removable blades. I picked up both the Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan versions, and they're easily some of the best collectibles I own. It's great that while they offer the same bells and whistles as the non-detachable blade counterparts, they also have this great broken sound effect which plays if you try to activate them without the blade attached. I have a number of these Force Effects replicas in my collection these days, both with removable blades and non-removable blades, and as highly excellent as they are, I still dream of one day owning that perfect hybrid of both, a durable, long and accurate blade that fully retracts into a highly detailed hilt. And it seems that someday soon, my dream will become a reality. Yes, Disney, the company responsible for bastardizing and then redeeming the franchise, has apparently unveiled just that, a new lightsaber for their Disney theme park stores with a fully retractable blade. Rest assured, I will be watching its progress with great interest, and if I can pick one up, I will. From what reports are saying, the blade sort of curls up into the hilt like a measuring tape. No clue where they got that idea from. I mean, who hasn't played with a tape measure as if it were a lightsaber at one point? Sure, as Star Wars fans, we are spoiled for choice these days. I even own a few Saber-forged lightsabers. The ones that are kind of like the Force Effects replicas, but with reinforced blades that you can actually fully fight someone with. But as cool as they and all the electronic editions are, I don't think anything will ever top those original 2002 toys. Even the Kylo Ren basic toy I picked up in 2015 seems so underwhelming compared to them. And the less said about those stupid Blade Builders features where you can connect a load of lightsabers together, the better. Honestly, it's lame, and it eats up a lot of space at the bottom where you could fit longer blades into the hilt, damn it! The 2002 toys may have had their issues, but for the price, and with a little bit of imagination, they could easily take you to a galaxy far, far away. What's your favourite lightsaber toy or replica? What's your least favourite one? Let me know in the comment section below. And may the 4th
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was the final Star Wars game to be released in the 2010s, and Star Wars games have certainly come a long way in the last decade. Hey everyone, it's Andrew, and today I thought I'd take a look back at every Star Wars game to be released during the 2010s. I did my best to find as many Star Wars games as possible released between 2010 and 2019, and I'm sure I've still missed a bunch, but here we go. Starting in 2010, there were actually 10 Star Wars games released this year, a huge year for Star Wars gaming. First off, we have Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures. This was an online virtual world MMO based on the Clone Wars TV show, in which players could create and customize their own avatar and engage in mini-games and activities while hanging out with other players. The Jedi Temple on Coruscant acted as a hub world from which you'd play a bunch of mini-games, interact with other players, interact with Jedi Knights like Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and the game was kind of like a social hangout set in the Star Wars universe. However, unfortunately, back in 2014, Sony Online Entertainment, the game's developer, announced they'd be shutting the game down due to the game's player base growing up and moving on, and those are their actual words. And also the Clone Wars TV show coming to an end. Remember, this was well before Season 7 was announced, but if you're still wanting to play this game, there's actually a fan-made Clone Wars Adventures emulator. I've never played it myself, but some of the mini-games look pretty fun, so I'd be keen to check it out one day. Okay, next up, we have possibly the biggest Star Wars game of 2010, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, the Overkill game. You play as the clone of Galen Marek, aka Starkiller, the secret apprentice of Darth Vader, and search the galaxy for Starkiller's original identity. The story of this game was originally official Star Wars canon, but since Disney took over, it now falls into the Star Wars Legends category. This game also has more Force powers than the original Force Unleashed, Force Lightning, the ability to pick up and crush AT-STs. Starkiller also now has 2 lightsabers instead of 1. You can find crystals to change the color of the lightsaber, and you can also cut the arms and heads off of stormtroopers, something you couldn't do in the first game. The whole idea of the Force Unleashed games is to make you feel like a super powerful Jedi. Those are the words of the game's lead producer, and it definitely delivers on this experience. However, when this game came out, the game's story arc and repetitive gameplay were criticized. It's definitely recognized more for its over-the-top up gameplay than it is for its story and writing, which is totally cool. We all love a good, over-the-top, ridiculous Star Wars adventure. In 2010, there were 4 Star Wars mobile games released, and the first of those was Star Wars Battle for Hoth, a Star Wars tower defense game where you play as the rebels and defend Hoth from the incoming Imperial invasion of snowtroopers and AT-ATs. The game had 15 different levels, but I don't think you can play it anymore. I couldn't find it on the App Store. This game was one of the several Star Wars games that disappeared after developer THQ's deal with Lucasfilm expired, and THQ went into bankruptcy and shut down, unfortunately. Star Wars Arcade Falcon Gunner was a Star Wars mobile augmented reality game. On screen, you'd see the window and controls for the Millennium Falcon's gunner cockpit, and your iPhone's camera would serve as the backdrop for waves of incoming TIE fighters and Imperial ships. This game looked like lots of fun, but was another game that disappeared from existence with the shutdown of THQ. Star Wars Imperial Academy was a mobile freemium shooter, and that's just about all it was. A game where you could shoot stormtroopers and enemies with your blaster. The premise of this game is you training as a new recruit to the Imperial Academy. There are different maps and levels, but the game wasn't received all that well as it brought nothing new to the genre of mobile shooters. Just a basic shooter with upgrades and microtransactions. Another game that disappeared with THQ. Star Wars Cantina was a time management mobile game where you manage the Star Wars Cantina and try to keep customers happy. You would seat guests, take orders, collect payments, and try and take care of the Cantina's customers as efficiently as possible. The goal was to earn a certain amount of money before the day ended. And this game was removed from the App Store in 2011 with THQ's Star Wars license expiring, like all the other mobile games I've already mentioned. Now, there are a bunch of Star Wars games released on CartoonNetwork.com, and most of these games you can still play to this day, just not on Cartoon Network. Star Wars Republic Ace is one of these games, a flash game made for kids where you pilot Anakin's starfighter and blast your way through an endless army of attacking separatist ships. Star Wars Yoda Battle Slash is a fast-paced flash game where you play as Master Yoda and jump from battle droid to battle droid, slashing one after the other while being careful not to fall. Star Wars Airstrike was a flash game where you'd blast through enemy forces and take out a separatist command ship while flying an LAAT. But it seems this is one of the games you can't play anymore. I searched the archives of the internet, but it does not exist.
If an item does not appear in our records, it does not exist.
Star Wars Cad Bane Jedi Hunter is a Clone Wars flash game where you play as Cad Bane and infiltrate the Senate building. You need to take out all the Senate guards and clone troopers on each level before time runs out. And Cad Bane is easily one of the coolest Clone Wars characters. Shout out to Cad Bane. But this game is basically a point-and-click sniper shooter. And that was 2010. What a year that was. Now on to 2011, in which 3 Star Wars games were released. Much fewer games than the previous year. First up is LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars, a LEGO Star Wars game developed by TT Games featuring characters from the Clone Wars TV show, and released on PS3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, DS and 3DS, PlayStation Portable and Windows. And this game is unfortunately one of the lowest rated LEGO games, even though it features a total of 115 characters from both the Clone Wars TV show and from the films. And although this game was more technically advanced than the previous 2 LEGO Star Wars games, with better graphics, lighting, more variety in combat, and the game engine being able to support more than 200 moving objects on screen at one time, this game failed to capture the magic of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. But that's not to say it's not fun to play. Still an awesome Star Wars game, especially if you're a fan of the Clone Wars. I think the big issue some people have with it is that it didn't bring anything all that new to LEGO Star Wars. However, it did add features like the ability to throw your lightsaber and split-screen combat. I also really love the hub world locations of this game in a Republic cruiser and the Separatists' invisible hand, General Grievous's ship. In 2011, there were also 2 more smaller LEGO Star Wars games released. The Flash games, LEGO Star Wars Ace Assault 1 and 2. In these games, you can unlock a list of starfighters and face off in 1v1 starfighter dogfights. Another giant Star Wars game was released in 2011 that is still supported and updated to this day. day, Star Wars: The Old Republic. This game is an MMORPG developed by BioWare and set 3,600 years before the events of the Skywalker saga. The game has a heavy focus on story, which, to put it simply, depicts the struggle for power and tension between the Galactic Republic and Sith Empire. When starting the game, you can choose to join as a member of either of these factions, but in no way does this set your path. The game is all about player choice and moral challenges, and as you play and level up, you'll make decisions which affect your path. You can choose to play as
Today we are doing an ultimate couples challenge against ZHC and Michelle. We're gonna do a ton of challenges and there will be a winner after each one, but you guys decide in the comments. Who's the best couple? It is time to introduce our referee, Steven!
All right. This is the couples yoga challenge. Whoever can get in the pose fastest gets a point. This is your first pose.
Get your butt down. You gotta get down.
Go.
Get down.
Okay, hold on.
Like this. All right, is that it?
Oh, JC and Michelle got it just before. Next pose.
Okay, go.
Okay, get on.
Kind of.
Put your hands on my ankles, Bree. Hands on my ankles.
Hands on my ankles. Hands on my ankles. Go. Go. Oh. And JC and Michelle got it again. I need an ankle grab from Michelle.
Why don't you keep trying?
I need, Michelle, I need you to grab his ankle, and then you guys get it. Both hands are on ankles. Okay. 1, 2, and they get it!
I don't understand.
This is the couples hula hoop challenge. Hula hoop starts on the floor on the outside. They pick up, do the worm across the hula hoop, and then back. First one to get it first wins. 3, 2, 1.
It's up.
You got this. You got this. You're good at.
Wait. How do you get it over there?
Here?
Oh.
Where are the legs?
There, quit.
Wait, what?
They are so fast.
I don't know what we did wrong.
The couples handcuffed sculpting challenge. You have
Thank you.
4 minutes to sculpt your favorite memory together, starting now.
Wait, what is our favorite memory? Is ours the same?
Something about anime. Something about food.
Why would anime be my favorite memory?
Okay, something about.
Our engagement, right?
Favorite memory is when we got our first lizard.
Start doing the cage. Wait, how much time do we have?
You have 3 minutes and 30 seconds exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to please hit that subscribe button down below so we can take out Mitchell and ZHC.
Mitchell? No, don't take it off.
What do you
I
mean?
want to feel fancy.
This is like the
is a
chunkiest
thick ring.
diamond I've ever
Okay,
seen.
so here's the thing. I think we need to.
Wait, I got it.
I think we have to go about this a different way.
We can have better memories after we win.
2.5 minutes left.
That doesn't even. Okay, this is the. Okay, hold this.
Okay.
Let me do the balls. I'm better at the balls.
Okay, hang on.
Do I look beautiful?
Maybe Bree should have done the proposing. You know what I'm saying?
Where's the green? Give me more green. Give me more green.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom! What is that?
It's when we watch Jax the Chameleon.
Yeah, our
Is
first
he?
baby together.
Where is he?
He passed away.
Oh, she passed away in the hospital.
This is the blindfolded baker. You have to. Bree, you have to read the instructions to Preston. Michelle, you read the instructions to ZHC, starting now.
To your left.
Yes.
To your left. A little, yeah. You need one of those.
Shoot, I'm not reading the directions.
Michelle!
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Straight down. Straight down.
What?
Straight down.
I got blind!
Nice. Okay, now put it somewhere.
How are you guys ahead of us?
Nice.
They're not gonna be able to
Go
use
to your
it.
right, to your right, to your right, to your right, to your right. Yeah, there you go. Down.
One more. Good. I will drive you back.
Hey,
Nice. Keep going.
hey, I'm looking for the eggs. Anybody seen the eggs?
Wait, why is that? Why is it?
Good?
Wait.
Is it good?
Yes. Good. Now please.
Oh my.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. Okay, back towards me. Towards me.
Okay, is that good?
To the left.
I will put it in the oven since you were blindfolded.
Please.
Next challenge is divide and conquer. Each one of you will create a painting of your own, but it has to connect to your couple's painting. You have 7 minutes.
All right, Michelle, make a space painting. Make sure the sides are black so it can connect.
You can't just paint and not talk to
Oh
me.
wait,
Preston.
we don't have to talk?
Yes.
So I've got a heart. Like half the heart. you
Half
know
a
what I
heart?
mean?
Okay, so I will do the other half.
I feel like yours is gonna look so much better than mine.
Ooh, the purple's blending in with the blue.
This is blending in with for your merch color scheme. I know, shameless plug, but seriously, look at that.
I like plugs.
10 seconds.
Zach and Michelle have said nothing.
3,
They're so focused.
2, 1.
Okay, put them together. Oh,
That's really cool.
I will need everyone to comment down below to see who won. Next challenge is couples Pictionary. One person will grab and then draw, the other person will guess, and then it'll flip. You have 2 minutes to get the most correct starting now.
Train.
That train was so good.
Oh, that's a. I know what that
I know
is.
what that is. Oh! Wait, candle.
What?
What?
Oh, I know what that is.
Jellyfish.
I keep wanting to yell out the answer.
They're so good at drawing.
Plane. Oh gosh.
Holy cow. Okay, I like
House.
Yeah.
Dude! Oh, she can't get this one?
Squares, rectangle.
No, the other thing, he got a hard one.
25 seconds.
Finally, he got a hard one.
I
Will they
know,
get this last
finally.
point?
Power.
I think I know what it is.
I think I know what it is.
Remote.
5 seconds.
I'm actually kind of lost right now. I have no idea.
1.
Verifier. YouTube.
Time's up. Don't say it. Put it back in the bowl. And begin.
Tree.
Yes.
Oh no.
Team tree. Oh, okay. This
That
one
was
should be easy.
so fast.
Square, laptop, money,
Don't-
dollar. Okay.
Oh, ladle. Mushroom guitar.
Yes.
Oh man, they're so good. For some reason, 2 minutes seems really
Umbrella.
long.
Yes.
I saw that one.
Go potato. Go
Well,
potato
we
chip.
were going pretty fast.
Okay, well, that's an easy one. That's a banana.
Okay, good.
I can tell that one. Then.
Balloon.
30 seconds.
Lamp. Lamp. Table lamp. Laptop. Keyboard. Mouse.
Yes, keyboard. Fingerprint.
Oh man.
Paperclip.
Yes.
Oh man.
Okay, I can't draw this one.
5, 3,
Envelope. Stapler.
Yes, stapler.
1, and time.
That one was a doodle.
How many do they get? This is the draw on back challenge. Couple who has the most similar art wins. And if you want a hint, maybe you're feeling lucky.
Okay, are you ready, Bree?
Okay.
Ready.
Ready.
I just ripped through the page into your jacket.
Yeah, can you just do it slower?
I'm doing it slow.
I really can't tell what you're doing.
All right, listen, guys, listen. There's a lot of animosity right now, and also my drawing is so much better than Zach's. It's unreal.
Okay, are you writing
are we
in
done?
cryptic language?
You have
What are you doing?
What?
1 minute left.
Wait, Preston. I think I could guess based on your clue, but that's not really fair, is it? A four-leaf clover.
I thought
Really?
I'm done.
I'm like ripping the paper because the ink is so
5.
strong.
Get that?
This is so hard.
What is
And time.
Wait a second, Miss Shells was close.
No, you guys definitely won. Let's see what Preston
My
drew.
question is,
Hey, can we just look at it from this?
How is that a die?
That is perfect.
Ooh.
Okay, try by Bree. Okay, so the judge will be taste testing these.
too mushy.
Is it good? Wait, I need to try it. It looks good.
It actually does look good.
This is the blindfolded kiss. Zach, Preston, you guys will go off, grab 3 items, come back, and then you guys have to guess what the items are. Whoever guesses the most items correctly wins.
Kind of like this. Okay.
Okay, we'll do this.
Did you put away the brownies?
They're right there.
Oh, this isn't even my final form.
Why you got your... What is it?
Wow, that tasted like dirt.
Is that your guess?
That brand deal is out the window.
They're nuts.
Hey.
You think I put nuts in it?
Get some.
A balloon.
Hey!
Right?
I try to get relatable items, but not
I
too
can
relatable.
smell it.
Okay.
Is it gonna bite her?
Guess it.
Oh, is it that pillow?
Yes.
Yep.
That pillow.
1-1.
This one's kind of wonkadoodle,
It's gonna get
schmonkadoodle.
messy.
And you will be kissing the butt, the bottom. All right?
Is it a bread loaf?
Here it is.
No.
She's like,
Like a Tonka trunk wheel. Like a wheel of a truck.
Okay, think about this. Do you think they own Tonka trucks here? I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. Zach does not look like the Tonka man, all right? Zach is definitely not a truck driver, and neither is Mitchell.
What happened? Is she okay?
Wait, hold on. She's got a little bit of.
Why is it sticky? Why is
You wanna lick it off?
Why is it sticky? Lick it.
Yeah, lick
It's
it off.
edible?
Yeah, it's edible.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll give that to you.
And. Listen here. You are eternally bound to me.
Yeah, but that means you can.
Eternally.
That's a brownie.
Yeah!
Hey!
Wait, that means we're going into overtime.
This is the toilet paper wedding day. Each couple has 5 minutes to create a wedding dress out of toilet paper, starting now.
All right, so what we're gonna go for is a Miss Ponte Filipona.
Excuse me?
Her name is Miss Briera Valda.
Okay, that's smart. Okay, you're going with like strategy.
This is too loosey-goosey. Steven just looked at me with disdain.
I'm looking at the competition. It is quite tough. It's pretty close.
Arms.
Look how short I don't have.
Stop it! I will tapa tapa. Okay.
I'm pantsless at
I
a
don't know
wedding.
how to make a good veil,
Well,
right?
let's get pants.
Okay.
I would rather not have a veil.
Put on a pair of pants.
Relax.
I mean, when you start walking down the aisle, you're gonna have stuff flowing behind you.
Okay.
All right, it's a little bit skimpy, but I think it would pass. I actually think it looks pretty good.
Time's up. Ooh,
You lost your partner.
all right.
There's even a thing trailing at the end.
But can she do this?
This is the newlywed game. I will ask questions. You guys have to write down what you think the answer is and flip them. And if they match up, you get the point. If they don't, you don't. First question, what's the color of the boy's toothbrush? Everyone ready? Mm-hmm. Flip.
Oh.
Okay.
What size is the girl's shoe?
All right, we're gonna do a guess.
You don't know my shoe size? We've almost been married for 3 years.
Flip.
I was so close. I was gonna do 7.5 too.
I guess Breeze and Preston guessed Michelle.
Yeah. What is the boy's favorite color? All right, flip.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah,
okay,
point,
okay.
point. Dang it, if I could have just gotten the shoe size.
I
What if you have to have an
know.
awkward foot?
What
Hot sauce.
are the girls' favorite Starbucks order?
I don't have a favorite star.
I will figure it out.
Here, okay.
Flip.
Okay.
Did they get it?
Hot sugar-free syrup, almond milk.
Yeah.
Or just a
Yeah.
latte. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Latte with sugar-free. Okay, you guys both get it. I will give
Okay,
you-
get your bottom one out. You can't write or.
What are the boys' biggest pet peeves?
I'm perfect.
That doesn't mean you
No, like his
What
pet
bothers
peeve,
you? Yeah, what
What
biggest
bothers
one?
him?
Yeah.
I don't know what bothers me. I don't really get bothered.
Preston, I have one.
Flip them.
Eloise?
What did you say?
On your eye.
Hanging out with my friends. That's me.
Well, at least I'm honest.
What is the boys' weirdest quirk?
Oh.
It's like their weirdest habit.
Oh, I have one, but you won't know this.
Flip them.
What does it say? Overly confident.
Focus.
I said you make weird faces when you're gaming.
He does.
He's always like,
He gets the focus tongue.
I do. I'm like when I'm gaming, I'm like.
What was the best present that the guy gifted the girl?
All right, I'm good.
Ready? Locked in? All right, show him.
What?
Michelle, I gave you a Tesla.
Oh, my engagement ring, marriage. I'll give that one to you. That's Michelle. Disney goggles on. You must draw what you love most about your partner. You have 4 minutes.
What if there's
Specific
so
card.
much that you don't have one?
You better think of one.
What do I love the most about?
I don't know how to draw this next one. Hi. This is hardcore.
You're using white.
Is that white?
Like his muscle.
I can't see the differences of the colors. Dude, drawing letters is so hard.
I just keep making more things.
More
Preston's
explanation.
gonna have like a one thing, and it's gonna be silly. I have one. Preston, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is it good? You like it?
Preston, how do you feel? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I mean, I'm
6
killing it, dude.
6 things. Oh no. Zach, don't look over here. You're gonna get triggered.
All right, 10 seconds left.
My masterpiece is complete.
Okay, look how you spelled that, first of all.
Oh, I gotta keep
I
Time.
ran out of space.
Hey, Preston, you may go first.
Yeah, sure.
Preston, go.
All right.
Explain your.
This is very simple. Bree is very supportive. This is Brianna saying you can do it, and I'm at the gym. Like, yeah,
Okay,
I know.
can we just like listen to what I've done?
What do you mean?
I love his heart. He's very religious. He's a family man. He's giving. He's not lazy. He gets up. That is a present.
Macarena.
He's very giving. He's a hard worker. He likes to travel.
Am I dead?
He doesn't sleep.
Oh, you don't?
He doesn't sleep. He drinks coffee, and then he likes to travel in the bubble plane.
Are those baguettes?
Stop it! And he asks questions when he's confused.
Why is there a high?
I just
No,
wanted to
no, rip it.
I like it. I like it.
That's cute.
Mine's better.
I love how you're very giving. Is that the word for it? Yeah, you give a lot of stuff away. And this is my favorite present, but not compared to the Tesla. I love the Tesla very much. And I love I love your smile and your muscles. And I love that you made Bun Bun for me.
I like it when Michelle makes food for me, so I drew her making me ramen and eggs.
You cheated. It's too good.
And then she makes my meals for training, so there's chicken, there's rice, and there's asparagus. She makes desserts like cookies and brownies, even though I don't eat them. I still appreciate them. It's kind of just for looks. And then over here we have one of our box lights from upstairs, and we have our C200 because Michelle makes YouTube videos.
Well, it's up to you guys to decide. Who's the best couple?
Okay.